Welcome to your first of 6 shape-up coaching lessons for rhombuses. And mate, the information in this one video might just change your life completely. Each of your 6 shape-up lessons will include a video or audio lesson like this one, and many of them have extra shape-up subconscious audio recordings that you'll listen to on this app for 1 week. If you do these as instructed, you'll be able to make some powerful changes in your self-confidence and your relationships. The audio recordings are important because they help you change the subconscious beliefs you have about yourself and your life, and this will begin to change everything. This is true because neuroscientists tell us that 95% of your choices, they're subconscious. That means 95% of the time, you're running on autopilot. You aren't even really making decisions. You're just reacting to life. And often this behavior, it's not balanced or you at your best. If we're going to help you change some of your behavior, we have to help you work out your subconscious thinking. We're going to make this simple and easy though, because understanding your thinking, it's actually pretty simple. Every minute of every day, you're functioning in one of 2 states. You're either balanced and loving, where you have good behavior, because you feel safe, calm and happy. Or you're in an unbalanced, fearful state, where you can feel unsafe, stressed and mistreated, insulted and unhappy. And then your behavior goes downhill, right? Understanding your 2 states is going to make good relationship behavior really simple. And it's simple because there's only 2 options. When there's lots and lots of options, making decisions is hard. When there's only 2, it's much easier. We're going to teach you how to recognize your 2 states and which is driving in each moment. We're going to teach you how to get out of an unbalanced fearful state where you might be behaving badly and back into a balanced loving state where you can be your best. Now, in order to help you become your best and really create healthy relationships with everyone in your life, we're going to share with you a powerful secret of human behavior that could totally change your life, because it's going to make your bad behavior and the bad behavior of others finally make sense. Are you ready for it? Here it is. Most human behavior and all of our bad relationship behavior, it's driven by 2 simple core fears that everyone on the planet is battling to some degree every day. When you understand these 2 core fears, you're going to see human behavior in a whole new light. And you're going to finally understand yourself too. So here it is. The first core fear, the fear of failure, which is actually the fear of you not being good enough. But you know this one already, because you battle insecurities and fears of failing every day. You've had this fear for a long time. We believe it started when you were just a small child. And everyone kept saying, no, don't do that. Just be like that. Can't you be more assertive or nice or quieter? Just be smarter. The message that came through loud and clear from the big people around you was, you need to be different than what you are, and you may not be good enough. Then you went to school, and the first thing you learned there was there's kids smarter, more athletic and better looking than you. So this fear of failure, it just got bigger. Now you're an adult, we wish we could say, hey, you've grown out of that fear. But you know what? It's not true. Really, now you're grown up, there's only more ways in which you can fail. And some days, it's really the pits. This fear is haunting your life. This thinking's costing you. It costs you relationships and opportunities. And it can hold you back in every area of your life. Now, almost everyone and everything you experience may trigger this fear of failure in you. And in this unbalanced, fearful state, you become really wobbly. In a fear state, you're focused on one thing only, doing or getting anything it takes to quiet the fear. Sometimes validation, awards, a raise at work will be enough to quiet the fear. Sometimes it takes more, the interest from the opposite sex, or shopping or buying something new to finally convince you you're okay and for that fear to shrink down. But this only lasts a little while until something triggers you again and that fear of failure is back up. And this isn't the only fear in play in your life. There's actually another core fear. The second core fear that everyone on the planet battles every day is the fear of loss. The fear that your life won't be good enough. This fear shows up when your life isn't the way you wanted it to be. Now the truth is, life rarely meets your expectations, does it? So this can happen a lot. Often people disappoint or mistreat you. And when this happens, you can feel quite hard done by. Think about all the things in your life that you're afraid of losing or going wrong. A loved one might die. You could lose your job. You could lose money or be robbed. You could get stuck in traffic, be late for a big meeting. Your children could destroy the house, put a hole in the wall. You could be audited by the government. You could break a leg. There's literally about 1 billion things every day that could go wrong. So your fear of loss, it can be huge. For rhombuses, the fear of loss can dominate your attention at times, especially fear of loss around things being done right. You rhombuses, you have high standards around what you think right is, and you can be opinionated And this creates an unbalanced state. When things don't go the way you want them to, you can get bothered or even a little mean or cross. You might not show up very nice to your family, friends, and other people in your life. When you're in fear of loss, your worst behaviour will come out. And if you feel really mistreated, frustrated, or angry, you could become controlling. You might even carry on like a pork chop or lose your temper. This is the problem. This fear-driven bad behaviour, it's not who you are. The real you is good and mature and kind. But this behaviour can only happen when you feel safe and unthreatened. Then you can show up as your best for yourself and others. When you learn how to defeat your 2 core fears for yourself, and we'll teach you in the next 2 lessons, you're going to have the skills and tools you need to create relationships that work. The good news is, learning to be your best, it's simple. The only thing you've been lacking is knowledge. And once you know better, you can do better, and every relationship in your life will improve. Don't miss the second Shape Up coaching lesson for Rhombuses coming up next, where we'll give you the secret to beating your fear of failure and getting that bugger off for good. Lesson 2 will help you change your subconscious beliefs about yourself and your value, and get rid of your insecurities and that anxiety that makes you irritable and controlling at times. This next lesson will really improve your self-esteem, which is the single greatest thing that you can do to improve your relationships. You'll find this lesson in your portal now.